Welcome to Community Conversations. I'm Frederick County Executive Jan Gardner, and I'm very pleased today to have as my guest Sherry Soper, who has been a volunteer with the Frederick County Volunteer Fire and Rescue Association for many years with a focus on fire prevention. So, welcome, Sherry.
Thank you.
So I'm happy to have you here. I've known you for a long time,
Yes.
and you've been involved for a long time. So why don't you share with our viewers a little bit about your volunteer involvement with the fire service in Frederick County?
Well, I grew up in a fire department family. My father was a paid driver at the independent hose company for 32 and a half years when the 4 city companies were under the city's control before they went under the county. He retired from there, like I said, after 32 and a half years. My mother was president of the Ladies Auxiliary down there for like 15 plus years. My brother is past chief. He's now president of the independent hose company. My daughter is very active in the fire service. And when you're born into it, it's just hard to get it out of your blood. And I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm very proud that I've got to grow up in the fire service in Frederick, see the many changes. And I can honestly say I think right now we're in a very good state with the joint effort of both career and volunteers. And as my fire prevention activities, I've been chairing the County Fire and Life Safety Committee since 1995. Judy White used to be chairman of that committee. She became county president in 1995. She asked me to take over the committee for her, and I've done it ever since. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and Judy and her husband Smiley have both been big mentors of mine.
Well, they've been very involved in the fire
Yes.
service as well for many years, and it is like a big family. People
Yes.
know each other, they support each other, and it really is a nice way to be involved and serve the committee. Now, I know you just recently received a recognition as the Fire and Life Safety Educator of the Year, which you received at the Mid-Atlantic Life Safety Conference. So first, we want to congratulate
Thank
you
you.
on that award.
I'm very honored, and I share that with every volunteer and career person in Frederick County because I can't do it alone, and we do everything together in service. And I'm a big believer in the word team. Together, everyone achieves more, and I think that's what we do in Frederick County.
Well, you're very humble.
Well, I do believe in that word team, so.
I know that you do. I know that you're very much part of that team, but you provide leadership to that team too, particularly in the area of fire prevention education. So can you talk about, what you had to do to qualify for this award, or what this award is all about? Is it something they do every year, and what the conference is about?
Well, the Mid-Atlantic Life Safety Conference is held every year, the last Tuesday in September, at the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Lab in Laurel, Maryland. And the FABSCOM committee, along with MIFRE, Maryland State Firemen's Association, and a lot of other entities, sponsor this every year. People attend from all over the state of Maryland, frankly, all over the United States. There's been some years that I've attended, and I've attended for many years. They've even had people from outside of the United States to come to this conference. Maryland has set a precedence for smoke alarm usage, and people across the country and outside the country look to Maryland just for that aspect. And it's a great aspect because smoke alarms do save lives. It's been proven, just like sprinkler systems are saving lives and property. So I'm very proud to attend that every year. It's a great opportunity to network with other public life safety educators. They have a lot of great speakers, a lot of nice seminars, and I encourage everybody to go every year if you're able to go. Usually the Fire Marshal's office and MIFRE will start sending out information in June or July about the conference, and it's on their website every year, so I do encourage everybody to go. I was quite shocked.
Pleasantly surprised?
Yes, I was pleasantly surprised and very honored to have my name among so many of my mentors, and Judy White was one of them. I share this award with her because she's the only other one from Frederick County that's ever received it.
Oh, really?
Yes. And, but I was just very humbled. Chief Chip Jewell wrote my nomination, I understand, and when the MC that day, who was Richard Brooks from Cecil County, When he started to read the nomination, he kind of surprised me. He said, we received 5 pages on this nominee, but I've cut it down to 1. And after I found out it was me, I looked at Chip. I said, really, Chip, 5 pages? But he said,
I hope
yeah,
you've kept the 5 pages.
I hope so, too, because I'd like to see them. But I do appreciate everybody's kind words they've been sending me and congratulations they've been sending me. And I was quite surprised that day. But I didn't really know anything until where we were sitting at lunchtime, there was like a mirrored wall that I could see. And when I saw Chief Owens, my brother Chuck, and my daughter Amanda, I could see them in the mirror walking behind me. I went, oh my goodness.
You knew something
I
was
knew
up.
something was up when they were there because I had no clue that they were even going to be there. But Tom had driven them down there that day as a surprise for me. So I appreciated that.
Yeah, well, that's very exciting. We're happy to congratulate
Thank you.
And I think, it's important to recognize you for your many, many years of dedicated service and for the message that you put out for the public. So can you share a little bit about that message, what the common reasons are for home fires, what people can do to prevent them, to keep themselves, their family safe, and their property safe?
Well, the main thing to keep your family safe from fire are smoke alarms. I mean, that's the most important thing to me. Always have a working smoke alarm. If your smoke alarm is more than 10 years of age, your battery-operated smoke alarm is more than 10 years of age, you need to replace that battery-operated smoke alarm with a lithium 10-year sealed-in battery smoke alarm. As of July 2013, Maryland law changed. They're now requiring you to have these sealed-in lithium battery smoke alarms. Batteries can't be taken out. Many times firemen will go to a house, and there's no batteries in the smoke alarm. People take them out to put them in radios, flashlights, anything they can. But I suggest that everybody change theirs to one of these lithium sealed smoke alarms. They're very great. You can buy them at Walmart for $15, and you can go to Lowe's or Home Depot. They're a little bit more. On that same aspect, now they're selling smoke alarms that are a combination smoke alarm carbon monoxide detector. And now that we're into the home heating season, I would suggest everybody have a carbon monoxide detector also, because if you have a faulty furnace or you have a wood stove or anything that might go bad, just carbon monoxide is a great test. Also, while we're in the home heating season, as we all know, sometimes the power goes out. If you use a generator, please make sure you don't put it inside. Leave it outside. Those fumes can kill you. We know last year there was a family of 7 on the Eastern Shore that died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I hate to see that happen here in Frederick, just like I hate to see anybody lose their lives or property. So just make sure you always have a working smoke alarm in your home.
Well, I know we remind people every year when we have daylight savings time, whether it's spring or in the fall, to check their smoke alarms. But you're really recommending this year that people replace them with the newer smoke alarms.
Right. If theirs is 10 years or older, I recommend you change them.
Okay.
And as we all know, like you were saying about the daylight savings time, we do change it. Whenever you change your clocks, change your batteries. And that's a very good thing how to remember. They are recommending that you test them every month. Sometimes you buy batteries and the expiration date might be way ahead of time, but sometimes they're not functional all that time. So you need to test them every month. And also, I would suggest that you always have a kitchen fire extinguisher. Most home fires start in the kitchen because of cooking. Mm-hmm. And so it's always helpful to have that in your kitchen.
Yep, you can keep one under your sink.
Yes.
They're small, they're easy to operate.
Yes, they are. I had a lady at the home show one year ask me about, she had a home fire extinguisher, and should I suggest that she have it recharged? And when I asked her how long she'd had it, she said 20 years. I suggested she just buy a new one.
Now, you mentioned the home show. I know you are out and about in the community doing this education. What kind of things do you hear from people? What kind of questions do you get asked?
Well, the one thing that always sticks in my mind, they're always thanking us for everything we do on the volunteer side. But like I said, the career and volunteers work together, and that's a big plus I feel for this county. I get a lot of questions, like I said, about the lady that has a smoke alarm or the fire extinguisher. And then we get smoke alarm questions. Where can they get a free smoke alarm because they can't purchase one or they don't have the funds to buy one? Frederick County will provide you a free smoke alarm. Just go to one of your local fire departments, tell them you're in need of a smoke alarm. They will be glad to help you. They will obtain one for you. They will even install it for you if you
So
want.
they can go to any fire company
Any fire
in the
company,
county.
right. Or you can call our smoke alarm hotline at 301-600-7275, and one will be obtained for you.
Now,
Right now, we're working with the National Red Cross on a smoke alarm program in the county. I attended a conference last year at MIFRE in March in College Park, and the Maryland director of the Red Cross, they estimate nationwide the Red Cross is putting in 2.5 million smoke alarms in homes that either do not have them or they need them replaced because they're 10 years of age or older. We're working with our local Red Cross, and since last May, we've put in approximately 60 in homes in Frederick County that didn't have any.
well, not only is it the home heating season, and of course we always ask people to be careful if they're using a generator or even a space heater to make sure that it's away from a wall or away from anything flammable. Really should have I believe 3 feet of clear space completely around it. But it's also the holiday season. Do you have any fire prevention tips for the holidays?
Yes, we are coming into that holiday season with Thanksgiving and Christmas. I first think about candle safety. It's the candle usage season. Everybody likes the decorative candles, the scented candles. Please keep all candles up and out of the reach of young children so they can't grab them, as well as animals. Animals, especially a kitten or a cat, can get up. If you have it on a shelf, sometimes they might get up there and they could easily upset it. Keep it away from curtains. Always make sure you put them out before you go to bed or you leave your home. Just be very careful with the usage of candles.
Yeah, I always told my children they were not allowed to light candles when we weren't home,
That's
no matter how old they were.
That's a very good idea. And also, from the lesson we all learned last year with the tragic fire in Anne Arundel County, the family that left their Christmas tree up didn't have enough water on it. It was very, very dry.
Yeah.
They left it up for more than like 70 days. And the 4 of them, grandparents and 2 grandchildren, lost their lives. So if you use a live tree, just make sure you don't leave it up for an extended time, but always make sure it has enough water on it.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you for those tips. Now, where can our viewers go to get more information?
You can go to our Frederick County website. It's Frederick County Volunteer Fire and Rescue Association.com. There's a lot of hints. The National Fire Protection Association, NFPA.com, they always have a lot of fire prevention tips on their website. They are the organization that sets the theme every year for National Fire Prevention Week and Month. This year the theme was Beep Beep, Hear the Beep Where You Sleep. They're suggesting that you now put a smoke alarm in each of one of your bedrooms as well as in other parts of your house. Because a lot of people sleep so
soundly.
Yeah, they sleep so soundly they don't hear it go off if it's in the hall. So they're suggesting you take a ruler, measure 12 inches down the wall, and then put one over the headboard of your bed. That way you can hear it when it goes off.
Okay.
The same thing, if I may, I'm sorry to interrupt you. If anyone out there needs a hearing impaired smoke alarm, if you're deaf or hard of hearing, please let us know. Stop by your local station. They can get in touch with us, and we can certainly track one down for you and see that you get it.
That's a very good reminder because we do have a large population of hearing impaired people in Frederick County. Well, I want to thank you for all you do for fire prevention and for the volunteer service. I think you are the best of Frederick County.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your award as the Fire and Life Safety Educator of the Year. I want to thank you for joining us today for this show. You shared a lot of important information for our citizenry. And I do want to thank you, the viewers, for joining us. You can find a lot of information about fire prevention in Frederick County, but if you need a smoke detector or a smoke alarm, you can go to any fire station in Frederick County and they'll help you obtain one and install it. So thank you for joining us for another edition of Community Conversations.